Everybody, welcome back to Buzzard-Roost. I am Buzzard. This month, food preps. Bear has said that to stack it to the rafters. Now, with everything going on in the world, the floods in the mid-United States, I believe the estimates was 500,000 cows lost, that something like 40% of the corn was planted. One of the things they don't tell you, it's like 8% is all that's silking. So we're going to be real short on corn and anything made with corn. And that includes gasoline, biodiesel, stuff like that. The wheat, I think 60%, something like that, was planted. And a lot of it's not heading out. It's not going to produce no grain. China, this is something that I read and I don't remember, or another video I watched and I don't remember who it was, and I apologize for that. That China's pig industry produces 700 million pigs a year. 300 million is to feed their own country, and 400 million is to sell in the market. Well, from what this gentleman was saying, they had to kill 500 million pigs, which means they're 100 million short on feeding their own people, and that's going to create a vacuum in the market. I'm sure they'll pay top dollar for pigs coming from the United States and whatever other countries produces pigs. So you got beef going up, you got pigs going up, or pork. You got corn and wheat that I know of. I'm trying to remember what the deal was with the rice. I can't remember how much percentage of rice is grown in Texas. That, from what I understood, a lot of it's been lost. So the little extra money that I wasn't going to have to spend on groceries, I was planning on getting some Mylar bags, some oxygen absorbers, I was hoping to get some electric netting for the chickens and pigs so I can put them on pasture and move them around. But I went ahead and got food instead. If next month is the same, as far as money-wise goes, I'm hoping to get some of that stuff. But I just want to show you, right there is 100 pounds of wheat, 100 pounds of corn, 50 pounds of beans, 50 pounds of rice, 50 pounds of sugar, and in each bucket there is 12 Kool-Aid packs, and then 50 pounds of salt. And something a lot of people don't think about, get my finger to work right, those two there is toilet paper. I also picked up the 100 pounds of rice right there for my class I'm going to do on August 2nd. That's simple food storage. It's a community class that I'm going to hold here in the town that's close to me, and I'll actually give away some of the rice on that. What I don't give away, I'll put up in buckets for me. Now, I was also going to buy Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers this month. I don't know if I said that earlier. If I didn't, I am now. But what I'm going to do instead, I've done the buckets with the 13-gallon trash bags in them, and I picked up a block of dry ice, so I'll be using dry ice on these. And what I'll do is I'll just take a chunk of dry ice and I'll push it down into the grains as far as I can, and then pull the bag up and just kind of loosely close the top. And what it'll do is that as the dry ice sublimates, it is heavier than oxygen, so it will settle and it'll force the oxygen out. Now, whenever I put on the lids after a little while, I will not snap them all the way down. I'll twist the top of the bags, lay it over. I won't tie them because I don't want pressure building up in them. But I'll wrap them, and then I'll put the lid on. The lid has 4 tabs that snap down. I will only snap down 3 of them, and then I'll let them set for another probably 30 minutes to an hour, depends on how big the chunks of dry ice are, and then I'll snap them down, and that should be able to preserve them for quite a while. I shouldn't have any bug problems. But like Bear says, stack it to the rafters. If you got any extra money right now, you need to buy food. A deal that I seen at Walmart, and it's been going on for about 2 weeks now, and I haven't bought any because I've got a fairly large supply, but they had the large cans of Hunt's spaghetti sauce for 88 cents a can. It's normally $1 or $1.09 a can, and they had the 1 pound packages of spaghetti for 80 cents a box, and they're normally $1. Check out your local Walmart. I'm sure you've heard on other people's videos about the signs that Walmart is putting up on their vegetable aisles. Right now I know it's at least the peas. When I went to my local Walmart in the canned vegetable aisle, they had 4 different signs up. None of them specified the products, but it was saying that their supply, they should have a shipment or should be back on the shelf by August 6th. I hope they do, but I don't know. Maybe this is the conspiracy theorist in me. I think it's to give people hope that things that are running out now are going to be replaced in like 2 or 3 weeks or a month or whatever it is. I've heard as far as some places they're putting on their signs September or the end of September. My Walmart put August 6th on it. So I think I feel like it's just to keep from panicking because of the shortage of products that have already occurred, and also kind of condition people to believing that it's just a real short-term deal. Now, as far as food, I was looking some stats. I believe it was September of 2000. You could buy a metric ton of rice for 179. I think it was 179. Let's see if I wrote it down. Oh, there it is. Anyway, yeah, September 2000, you could buy a metric ton of rice for 179. I'm assuming that's $179. In September of 2018, that price was $405. When we was having the financial crisis back in 08, April of 08, a metric ton was 907. So if the way the weather's been here lately, all across the world, the shortage of crops, things not getting planted, and when things are planted, they're not producing or they're not getting as much in the ground as they normally do. I've got a feeling here that there is probably a good possibility, if in 08 it was that high, that we could be looking at higher here in another 2-3 months. If not then, at least by spring. I don't know how much is in reserves that they've put up and stuff to kind of buffer a bad year. But like I said, if you got any extra money, even if it's say $20, if they're having a special on that spaghetti sauce and spaghetti where you're at, that $20 will buy you 10 meals. That's a good price. Anyway, this is Buzzard. See ya.